What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Tech Convo with me, your host, Chims. Today, it's just me and my co-host, Sai. We don't have any special guest with us, but we do have an amazing and interesting conversation for you guys. Before we jump into the conversation, I would just love my co-host, Sai, to introduce himself. Simon.
Yeah, it's me, Sai. We're here to talk about something interesting. Like Chims has mentioned, we do not have any special guests because we just want to have a conversation with you guys today. Hope you stick around. Chims, I think you can take it up from here.
All right, so our interesting conversation for today is on the newly launched free Wi-Fi. Would I say newly launched, or it's something that was introduced some years ago, but then the government has just decided to expand free Wi-Fi services to different parts of the country. So what do you think about that?
I'm not so sure about expansion because I have never heard in not even one place with free internet that is provided by the government, like since the talk started. I don't know if that was 2024.
Yeah, November 2024, November. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of any place. So if it's starting, if it's actually going to start, this would be the first of it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's by the time they announced, one of the places that I remember was in the city.
Yeah, I believe it's because it's a central place. And if they're to like expand it across Zambia, it's going to be such central places, bus stations.
Yes, markets.
Yeah, markets and all that. Definitely.
So now when they announced it, I think, like I've said, the announcement was back in 2024. But from the recent announcement on the expansion and the news articles that I've read, I think that the pilot was conducted for 3 months. Now, my confusion is, was it the previous 3 months? Or they connected after announcing, and then now that's when they're expanding. So who knows? But what's your thought on free Wi-Fi services, just in general?
Free Wi-Fi services are, I'll just say it. Wi-Fi is nice. Yes, Wi-Fi is nice. It's better than a Wi-Fi. I'm just joking. But Wi-Fi is nice. It creates internet access that is just so. Most of the things we do, this is the information age. Most of the things we do online. Yeah, they're on the phone, they're on the laptop, and you need to be connected to the internet almost always. And so having things like Wi-Fi, it could just help a ton. Like I don't even know where how to just say how this thing can benefit the market, the economy, the well-being of people, because it is in having internet connection that emergencies can be communicated.
Yeah.
It is in having internet connection that certain facilities can operate. Some things operate with internet.
Yeah.
Wherever that may be. In these central places, they plan to start with this. Start this with the internet is very vital. You need to communicate. Perhaps the network isn't good. Maybe the like the.
I think we need to connect it.
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah,
we need to. Yeah, the city here we come.
Yeah.
Not to go to Chipata. Yeah. So I think there are a lot of benefits, countless ones. One of one of them is business, the economy, communicating emergencies. That is a win. Also, it is just politics aside. It's just good for the people, guys. It creates this seamless communication platform. Everyone is able to access the internet, and of course, it cannot be done that much because that can affect other private sector networks or telecommunications companies like Liquid Telecom. I'll just mention them because there's no harm. MTN, Airtel. If of course it's like free, you don't want a situation where people are not buying bundles all the time, and then just like depend on free internet provided by the government. That's obviously why they're not going to make it as good. If you ask me, it's not going to be as good, but it's good to have a level of connectivity that is free to some extent. It's just so nice of them. I also mentioned that there are flaws to that, because that is, I don't want to say it's sort of like a local network, yeah?
Yeah, it should, because it's within it. They say intercity, it's just within there, so it's a LAN, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then that is a central point where people that are traveling are found.
Yeah.
People with different sorts of data.
Yeah.
And so if it's a local net, it poses a threat to people's privacy.
Yeah.
If you ask me, because if it's a local network, that means they can access what you are accessing, or they can access your data. I'm not throwing shade, guys. Even when you mean by technology is technology. Even if you think you're in incognito, no one is knowing what you're doing, they are like escorting you to wherever you're busy, whatever you're doing, they're escorting you there. So yeah, it poses a threat to people's privacy. Obviously they won't tell you this, but yes, it's I don't want to get myself in trouble, but it's basically poses a threat because everyone will be on the same network, and then if I can, it doesn't need to even be something to do with the government or any institution, but even me, if someone that is not ethical can access someone's data because the network is just confined. It's not really as secure, if you ask me. I don't think it will be as secure. Yeah, that is what I've got to say. It's got a lot of wins, but then it's got a lot of it's got some flaws as well. Something to keep in mind even as you connect to that free internet when you're at intercity.
Yeah. That's true. And also one thing is the idea behind it all is the government trying to bridge the digital divide. As we know, there's, as much as most of us have become accustomed to the internet, we can't live without the internet. We are always on the internet at 24/7. There are some people who are missing out without access, and one of the reasons is bundles being expensive. So if we think about it, there are people who consider bundles to be like extremely expensive. Even people who are not like heavy users of the internet, like we won't even mention networks. We all know you've used 60%. Always. So like people are failing to buy bundles on a daily basis. But if people can now have access at a marketplace, for instance, it means they'll be able to connect to their social media account and be able to advertise products on social media, create reels and all that. So basically we are getting more people involved. But the negative sides of it are there too. Security concern, like he said, it's not advisable to use public Wi-Fi, especially for free Wi-Fi services. It's not advisable to use public Wi-Fi. Another thing is do they have enough infrastructure to accommodate a lot of people?
Yeah, which brings us to the same problem that we're already facing as a nation, right? Already there's insufficient infrastructure for network to be at least stable enough for us to stop having these breakdowns of the internet because of the same, because most of it has been attributed to not having enough infrastructure.
Yeah.
And then we're bringing in this. Obviously, if something is free, we're going to have a lot of people jump on it.
Yeah. We'll be just traveling now. They have internet.
Yeah. And then that place is a central place. Now, I don't know how stable that, first of all, I do not know how stable that internet is going to be if the whole nation is connected. There's different types of people. There's a lot of people connecting to that internet. So I doubt if it will be as smooth or as stable. This brings in what James here is saying about infrastructure. How good is the infrastructure, and is it able to hold more than the threshold of people or amount of people? Have they put all these things into consideration? Things to think about.
Yeah, because me personally, with my experience with free networks, internet access, like even in school days, I never even used to use like school Wi-Fi because I knew that it was trash. Like, imagine everyone around the institution connected to a network and they're using it, and then the internet services will be slower sometimes.
Yeah.
But I know people who are dependent on it because, like we've said, some people just maybe they don't buy bundles on every day, or they don't buy unlimited bundles from their network services, so they would depend much on those services. So we have a lot of people who would be dependent on it. We know those people that you message them on WhatsApp, they respond after 7 days. That's when the
business days.
Yeah, that's when the message is seen, because they were offline all this time along. So they'll make sure that they take advantage of the network connectivity. Yeah. Then talking about security, I think it's one thing that we don't take seriously. A lot of people think, but me, my data, then it's not even that much of a big deal. Yeah, but we forget that sometimes you might forget that you're on a public network, you are performing maybe transactions using your credit card or your bank cards and stuff like that. All that, those are security concerns that we can think about. What you are like those networks can be, but again, it can be used as a means of collecting data by the government. Since people are there, they are connected. They can use it to put data, which we might need eventually to build our own AI systems and stuff like that. So,
but then there's no anyway. I don't want to get myself in trouble again, but yeah, it is very good if they need to collect data. Obviously, the shorter route would be using the telecommunications companies, but
because they already have the data.
yes, they already have that data. But if they're going to need data specifically just for there, then it's got to be for I don't know what, but it's got to be specific. But yeah.
So I just hope it works out.
I just hope it works out as well. And I just hope it's not something that they'll throw out the window and then bring back after, I don't know, after
years. Yeah.
Like things.
Yeah.
Like things.
Because think about it, 2024, that's when it was launched. This is the time they're announcing the expansion. From the statement that the permanent secretary from the Ministry of Science and Technology said, he said 3 months pilot. So I'm thinking 2024, 2026. Is that 3 months?
That's like 3 semesters, 3 terms.
So I don't know if anyone has been to Intercity or these other places where they provide the Wi-Fi services. Tell me if it has been active for all these years or it's only now that they started it. And because there's a tendency of launching without implementing. And I've seen this with government services. I'll mention a company, Zampost, for instance. Talking about Zampost as well, they said they've named Zampost offices into free internet hubs. You read about that?
I read about that. Not comprehensively though.
Yeah. So I haven't yet seen how that works out. So again, you can also check out that if you need free internet services, because no one since later has any.
So what you're saying is, when I need free internet and I happen to be by Zampost,
yes,
go there.
Yeah,
for free internet.
Yes. They also announced that that's the government also and Smart Zambia. But then talking about Zampost, I meant to say, so Zampost decides to go into the e-commerce space, and then they launch an e-commerce website called Zam
Market,
Zam something.
Okay, I'll just know it's
I've forgotten
the Zam.
Yeah. Okay, I've forgotten what it's called, but we'll write it down.
I'm gonna try to search for it as easy.
So they launch it. People are curious and they're asking, how do we sell on the platform? They are saying we update, we haven't yet started doing it. Like up to now, that website isn't even there. The website doesn't exist, the mobile app doesn't exist, and it's months ago when it was launched. And when it was launched, I was even excited. For me personally, I'm one of those people, if you follow me on TikTok, you know, I get excited when I see news and I share it. So now you tell people, Zampost has got an e-commerce store, and then they're like, okay, let me send me a link, I check it out, and then they're like, actually, it doesn't exist.
Is it something called Buy Zambezi?
Buy Zambezi, yeah, Zambezi, Buy Zambezi, yeah.
Okay.
Is it active now?
I can't even see a website.
Yeah, the website isn't active.
Okay, this is so embarrassing. As a nation, this is embarrassing.
What do you want?
No, why are you launching? Why are you launching? Why?
Hey, to make an announcement of us.
But why is making an announcement when there's nothing?
To
if I want to jump on something, how do I?
People were curious in the comment section. People were happy.
And then next time you want someone to take you seriously,
no one will.
Exactly.
No one will. And I feel sorry because you know at Zampost and Zambia were the same company.
Oh no, I never.
It was called I think Post and Telecommunication Company, PTC.
Oh
yeah. So now after they split, Zampost just went the
push.
So you see, rebranded to Zamtel. I think Zamtel is doing okay.
Zamtel is doing
yeah. But then I feel like with Zampost, with whatever management is running Zampost, they failed to evolve. It was easy for Celsius, now Zamteo, to evolve because they became a telecom company. The Zampost became a postal service company. But then postal services started dying out.
Yeah.
Instead of sending letters, people are sending emails. Their buses, there came a lot of competition when it comes to bus services. Like when a Majando, whatever, can you show twos? Yeah, when a twos. So now you just like that, the examples kind of fail. So I feel so with the time they announced that we are jumping into e-commerce, I was happy. Like finally, after all these years, you've decided to evolve because what you are doing wasn't working out. Then that's still.
I feel
Because I do like examples of the best company to start courier services.
that also points out how it takes long for government institutions to just notice a shift in the market with regards to such things. They I think they wait too long instead of pioneering some things.
Yeah,
they sort of take long to switch up. Like you were saying, it was obviously maybe supposed to be one of the first companies to just be in the courier space.
Yeah.
But then they sort of took long. I don't know what they were chasing or hanging on to at the time. But Urendo came in, Yango came in. There's now Indra. They still, I don't know if they do. Are they doing courier now? It's obviously always been there, the courier sector. It wasn't digitized either. It is. So obviously if they shifted that, and then it would have been a win for the government, it would have been a win for the nation, because this would have been everywhere as opposed to now, because the private sector is only doing it. Maybe there's just Lusaka, there's just Copper Belt transferring, but then with a network that they already had, it would have been easier for them to access Zambia at once and just have a market that affects the whole nation, as opposed to just the way Yango is, it's only in the Copper Belt and will suffer. Yeah, that kind of thing. So it sort of takes long, similar to Zamtel, how we are always not firing shots, how we are always like behind. Oh, there's mobile man, and then it pulls up. Oh, there's mobile man. There's Zamtel Quartz also, like after MTN and then after Airtel.
And well, now it's MasterCard, Airtel, MTN.
We're waiting for Zamtel. They'll obviously jump on. We don't know when. 20, I don't know.
Yeah.
5G. Do they have 5G now, Zamtel?
They don't 5G last year.
Last year, and then with MTN and Airtel, it was how many years ago?
Airtel should have been the first, right? Was it? No, MTN was it.
It was Airtel, and then MTN did it big, I think.
Oh yeah.
But
some few years ago, yeah.
Yes, it's the key thing is the Zamtel is always last for some reason. I'm looking forward to a day when our very own Zamtel is like one of the first, or if not the first, to just launch these things, showing that we are pioneering things and not waiting for the private sector or the other internet.
On a good note, they don't say social media awards.
I'll give them that.
Yeah, I will give them that. They will give them.
I'll give them that.
Yeah, it was a good move.
I want to counter, but it's okay.
It's okay. Yeah. Let's give them that.
That was a good one. Recognizing people that are just and it's digital too, because social media, it's so that was a good move.
They are putting attention on social media content creation, because now they are awarding content creators, and we keep talking about monetization of content creators and what. So, but we need a lot.
There's still a lot, obviously, that needs to be in place. I just love that they sort of trademark that, and then to be hard for another telecommunications company to just jump on and say, we also want to do social media.
Yeah,
because Zamtel already has done that, to be like their copy.
Yeah.
That's that.
They at least set the trend.
Yeah.
So we are hoping for the best with the free Wi-Fi services. The people that can benefit from it, they can benefit from it. Those of you that afford bundles, continue buying bundles. Yes. Yeah, but it's a good thing. So guys, thank you very much for joining us. Hope you've learn something, one or two things, and also hope you are leaving a comment in the comment section. We always love engagement. I don't know how many times we're going to say this. Engagement, guys. Comment. Yeah.
Okay, share this video. If it like we here at the Tech Convo, it's we have a slogan. We say tech for everyone. So technology, there's this stereotype, obviously, that technology is just for people who wear glasses. Technology is for everyone.
Yeah. Now, technology is for everyone.
Yeah, technology is for everyone, and so here what we endeavor to do is just break it down for everyone so that people understand what is AI, what is this thing called free internet, is it safe, all these things. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. From me, your boy Sai, and my co-host Chims. It out.